When I started working in Myanmar 4 or 5 years ago, the British BBC was one of the main sources of news and information for the people of the country. Everybody would know that they could get the real and true information there. Now, what happened afterwards, that everything opened up in Myanmar. It was possible to get internet, it was possible to get Facebook, and I think today Myanmar is one of the countries with most Facebook users in the world, especially in Asia. But what has also happened is that when the whole crisis about the Muslim minority in the north started to arise, the so-called Rohingya problem, or the Rohingya refugee situation, when that started to occur, something very important happened on the media scene also. People didn't want to hear about this. So they started to use the Facebook and other media instead of BBC. And today I believe BBC does not have a big viewership or listenership in Myanmar. Now, and this was very strong in Myanmar, but I think it's a tendency that we see all over. People choose the news they like, they choose information from the sources they already agree on. We live in our own little bubbles, and that has changed the media scene completely. Instead of we are all sharing the same kind of news, be it from a bad public service provider or whoever, we all have our little circles. And that means we don't hear from people who think other things than we do. And that is a real danger to democracy. And that is why the whole concept of media literacy has become so important all over the world. Basically, media literacy means that young people and the population in general should learn how to distinguish between good and bad on the information front. And that is very difficult, because if you see something on the net, you cannot maybe judge, is this from a reliable source or from a not so reliable source? And basically we have a tendency, we just believe what we want to believe. Now, how can we counter this? This is also one of the things we need to discuss.